Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. I'm Kayode Alayande. Earlier this year, February precisely, the federal government began to disburse interest-free loans to accredited beneficiaries of one of its social intervention efforts. It's called the Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program, GEEP, or MarketMoni. The initiative is targeted at a portion of the Nigerian population considered to be at the bottom of the financial pyramid. People under this category include market women, traders, artisans, youths, and farmers. But for these set of people, any amount from between 20 to 250,000 naira can create a complete turnaround in their businesses and livelihoods. The GEEP MarketMoni, meant to deepen financial inclusion in the country, is being executed through the Bank of Industry. Today, more than 300,000 people have benefited from the loans across the 36 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory. Recently, Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo came down to Ilorin to personally commission the GEEP Alert and one-stop shop in Kwara State. During his working visit, Professor Osinbajo also commissioned a 3.2 billion naira International Vocational and Entrepreneurship College at the Irekodun local government area of the state. Stay with us as we bring you the details of the Vice President's visit in just a moment. Stay close. Since the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, launched the federal government's Social Intervention Fund, known as the Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program, GEEP, in February this year, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians have received funding for their micro-enterprises as the GEEP train moves from state to state. The initiative is meant to create some form of financial safety net for Nigerians at the bottom of the pyramid. As we speak, every state across the Federation is covered under the program, as Nigerians from virtually all local government areas have benefited from the scheme. On this day, the GEEP Alert train arrives in Kwara State, but it's a special one. Nigeria's Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo comes down to Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, to personally witness the GEEP MarketMoni disbursement ceremony. He's also here to commission the MSME clinic and the one-stop shop. The excitement at this ceremony is high, as the beneficiaries of the scheme have already started receiving credit alerts for their businesses in real time. The Bank of Industry, which is executing the scheme on behalf of the federal government, representatives and dignitaries of government, both at the national and state levels, and the relevant stakeholders are all here to witness the occasion. It's a great day for Kwara State. And the ceremony begins with remarks from the Executive Director, Micro Enterprises at the Bank of Industry, who also oversees the execution of the GEEP MarketMoni. Mrs. Toyin Adeniji gives a report of the loan disbursement across the country so far, and more specifically, the performance of the exercise in Kwara State.
As we speak today, we have mobilized up to 500 million naira in Kwara State. We have given out 8,000 beneficiaries to date. Between yesterday and today, we have added an additional 2,400 beneficiaries, and we have testimonies of those that received alerts even today. As we speak, people are receiving their alerts, and we have testimonies even in the audience. For those that need access to credit, the government has made it very easy, very easy. The idea is for money to get into the hands of the people that need it. And the target is over 1 million. So at 300,000 plus, we are still counting, and we will do it. What are the requirements? Just very quickly. It's very simple. You must have a BVN, you must have a bank account, and you must belong to an association. And why do we do this? We want to make sure that we can have this money reach as many people as possible. With the BVN, it's a unique identification. And it's one that also promotes financial inclusion, which is very, very important as a impact of this program. So with your BVN, with your bank account, and belonging to a credible association, you are qualified.
The host governor, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, praises the federal government for the initiative, which he describes as timely. He also takes the opportunity to assure micro, small and medium enterprises in the state of his government support.
Jeep MarketMoni Train is a social intervention program executed by the Bank of Industry that is aimed at ensuring financial inclusion. These events clearly demonstrate the federal government is focused on repositioning MSMEs to drive inclusive economic growth, regional development, employment generation, and poverty reduction. I commend the federal government under the leadership of our President Muhammadu Buhari, for these timely initiatives and its continuous commitment towards supporting MSME in Nigeria by addressing the challenges faced by MSMEs in the country. These initiatives connect with our administration's mandate to ensure small and medium enterprises in the state thrive. Through our microcredit support scheme, over 50,000 entrepreneurs in various sectors have been empowered. Specifically, plans are also in place to commence a 5-year tax relief regime for small business owners. In conclusion, I urge Kwarans to take advantage of the MSME one-stop shop and Jeep MarketMoni Train to access funds and relevant information for their businesses.
On his part, the Vice President begins his speech by expressing the motivation of the federal government's main social investment programs, one of which is the Jeep MarketMoni. He also takes the time to explain the purpose of the nationwide financial inclusion drive and the expected socio-economic impact of the MSME clinics and one-stop shops.
Must encourage those people who are producing, must encourage the market women, we must encourage small businesses. The only way that we can make sure that this country succeeds, not just in industry, in manufacturing and all that, but also in providing jobs for everybody, is by ensuring that we assist those who are doing serious work, either market women or small businesses, small manufacturers, small traders. We must encourage them with credit. But it is a working relationship between the government and those who are doing small businesses. We must work together to make sure that we achieve this.
Professor Osinbajo concludes his speech by commending Kwara State for supporting the federal government by creating an enabling environment for MSMEs in the state.
I must again commend the governor of Kwara State for the very robust platform that they have put forward here for small and medium for small and medium enterprises. They've done very, very well indeed. I think that Kwara State is one of the leading states in providing the right type of support that we need. And I'm sure you listened to the coordinator of that program, who explained in detail the amount of money that the state has already spent on small and medium-scale enterprises. And I want to assure you, Your Excellency, that we will work with you every step of the way. We believe that you have provided a basis, a solid foundation for the kind of assistance that the federal government is able to give.
Back in 2014, I always have it in mind to own my own business, to be an entrepreneur. So while I was still working with the company, I got 2 outlets in Orisumbari Market, old PZ premises. So I've been working on how to get money to start a business of my own. So well, all thanks to God, I started little last year. I was facing with some difficulties. You know, people are giving credit facilities to us. They didn't get to a stage. They said, okay, we can no longer give you credit facilities. Now we need you to buy with cash. We need to get money and buy. So these things weigh me down. I think, and I think it's a thing that I want to draw me back, even to stop the business at that time. but God helped me to move forward. And with the help of BOI, in fact, today I can boast to say that my business is increasing. Yeah, my uncle called me. He told me that a federal government is running a program, a special intervention program that has to do with market people, that they are giving money. So he told me that when they come to this town, that I should enroll. One blessed morning, I was in my shop trying to put my goods, to arrange my goods. Somebody just came and called me that some people are in the market. They are running a program. They are lecturing people that I should go there and see what is going on there. I never even knew that it is these people that is around. So I just went there. On getting there, I discovered that it is this agent that is around. So they told us about the money. They told us how to get the money. They said at the start of the money, they are giving us 100,000 naira. So we enroll for it. So we pass through we do some necessary things. We give some necessary forms we fill. So as time goes on, we started receiving some messages that we should be expecting the money, that they are processing the money. We got the message that they have updated our BVN number. So later, after 2 weeks, this is another message that said, in 2 weeks' time, your account will be credited with the money. So fortunately for me, that night, I got home and I received the alert of 100,000 naira. I was very happy, very excited. So in the morning, I quickly rushed down to the bank and withdraw the money. As you can see now, my business is moving forward. So I've added some products to the business. I've added some items to which I have not been selling before. So I've added them now with the money, and the money is working for me. So well, so far we have started paying back the money. Last 2 weeks, started paying back the money, and I hope to pay back on time so I can get more from the government to boom my business. Market money, better money, better customer, better life. I just thank God. Now I can sleep and nobody is disturbing me. So the market money is helping me. So all thanks to the government.